take my academy worldwide and try to infect as many kids as possible to be the best adult they can be. And I'm gonna tell you why. So when I was 12 years old, I taught myself how to cut hair. Not because I love barbering, not because I wanted to be a barber. I didn't even know what it was. I didn't even know it was a career. But what happened was my mom, she couldn't get me a haircut, and her not being able to get me a haircut as often as I wanted to, I felt as though I could take matters in my own hands. And so I did. I cut my own hair. And when I did, I felt empowered. And when I was growing up and I was in school, I was always getting labeled as the bad kid in class. I was a creative. All I wanted to do is do things with my hands and understand how can I build. I love art. So art was like my only class that I was like extremely good at. And so every time I used to get upset and get these little anger problems when I was going through school, I had a counselor and she said, just draw. And so for me, drawing pictures of people and falling in love with the angles of the hairline and just drawing it on paper, it turned into me now producing that live into a person. And so I was my first test model, right? Me cutting my own hair, and it just felt good. It felt natural. But the thing was, I didn't have a mentor. I didn't have somebody to teach me how to do this. And so as I got older and I became a barber, and I'm just sitting back looking back at my life, I got kicked out of 12 schools, man. Like, I really wish at some point somebody would have stepped in and was like, yo, get yourself together, young boy. Let me help you. And I see you got this thing that you like. How about we work on that thing you like, right? How about we work on that creativity that you're expressing with your hands through cutting hair, and I help you be better at that. And so I wish I was that person, right? I wish I had that person. So I am going to become that person to the world, and I'm going to become that person to younger people, because before we can correct the 17-year-old or 24-year-old, right, an older kid that already is set in their ways, we can also go and correct the behavior before it even gets started. So correct the habits before they get started and apply principles. So that's what I'm doing. I'm applying principle into each student. And so as you're watching this video, what I want you to do is I want you to listen to the things that I say and how I talk to my students and how I'm providing principle and telling them about things that can be universal, not just barbering, but I'm talking through them through barbering, through what I love, through what I have honed in on and crafted for 30 years. I'm 42 years old, so I've been cutting hair for 30 years, and I'm just mentoring these children. I'm also teaching them about ownership of their own business, right? Because you can own your own barbershop. So we talking about entrepreneurship. I'm talking about financial literacy, because what happens is, what if you started getting paid from cutting hair and someone gave you cash money? What are you going to do with that cash? A lot of times our students, or a lot of times people grow up and they just mismanage money. And so I'm teaching that management of the money. Like, what do we do with it, right? So that's inside my curriculum. That's inside the class. And also the principles, life skills, time, soft skills, time management, how to present yourself, right? Encouraging them to keep going further. Not every student that comes in my class wants to learn how to cut hair. Their parents might think it's a good opportunity or something good for them to try. And so I commend them for even coming. So you're going to watch in this video of me giving them principles, guys, but watch the video. Tell me what you think. Comment below. I want you to just see it. Just look at it, man. So we're going to the video right now. All right. Talk to you soon. Bro. The first one. Now roll with the head. I want you to, so look. Go ahead. You turn them on. So I want you to roll with his skull. Yeah. So right. Yeah, flip up. Exactly.
Put some pressure on it.
Yeah, put some pressure. There you go. Good job. Now I want you to go right here to the logo of the clipper. Put your thumb there. Put your thumb here to the logo. There you go. Oh, yeah. Just, that's right. That's good. Turn them on. Put your thumb to the logo. Now bend his ear down with your other hand. Yep. And get right up under there inside the ear and clear all that hair off. Good job, Jay. Now, did you do every row 3 times? Don't do the back. Just do the side.
All right.
Yeah, that's your last part. All right. So now come towards I want you to come over to the side. Come over here, Jay. There you go. Now you can see it better. And clear all the hair off. Make sure all the hair is taken down even the length of the rest of the hair. That's good, little bro. That's good. Don't do the back. Don't do the back. That's somebody else's section. just on the side. Once you feel as though it's all clean, then you good. It's good. Then you're gonna be cutting like 1,000 heads, and we're gonna watch these videos there. You're gonna be like, yo, that's how I started. All right, now roll, flick. I want you to flip it. Yeah, there you go. Good. That's good. That's good technique, Mike. Right, hold his ear down. Yep. Perfect. Good pressure, Mr. Bird.
Yeah, a little bit more, yeah.
A little bit more pressure. And so pressure is also important too, y'all. All right? You gotta have the right pressure. What you doing, Khalil? You good? All right. When you feel as though all that hair is even, then you can stop. And we're gonna give the clippers to Basil to do the next part. Correct. All right, work your way to that crown, which is that swirl. You should go in each row 3 times. You could come back and do it, because you only did it 1 time in each row. And do a mental count, y'all, in your head, okay? 1, 2, 3, then move to the next row. 1, 2, 3. And it kind of, that mental count keep us focused too. Keep our mind like in the game, like, yo, I gotta do a count. And we practice so much not to get it right. We practice so that we don't never get it wrong. All right? I'm gonna say that one more time, Sean. We don't practice to get it right. We practice so we can never get it wrong. All right? Good job, boy. Keep going, boss. You see any dark spots, I want you to start focusing on the dark spots, all right? Good job. All right, any dark spots, get them all out. Put that thumb there. Now, when you go into the top part, when you getting up there, come like this. Yeah, there you go. Yep, on the top part. Just for that small section at the top. Don't come all the way down at the back. So we can rotate. Now, do every section how I just taught everybody else how to do every section. Hold your head on Mr. Bird. Hold your hand. Yep.
Like this?
No. So, thumb right there. There you go. I like the aggression. Now when you get here, flick it up. There you go. Take your time. Go in a row. In a row. Take your time. It's like rhythm. I want this thing to look like dancing, man. I want it to sound like a rap song. Take your time. Slow it down. There you go. Slow the beat down. Good. Good. Good, Kylo. There you go. You see hair coming off, right? So this is the cross check. We're going back over everything we did to make sure it's right. Now move around. Go to another section. There you go. That's the side section. Hold his ear down. Put your thumb in the front. Thumb in the front of the clipper. There you go. That's right. There you go. Good. All right, against the grain. If this grain is not flowing that way, then we got to flow against the grain. Turn them on. Hand me the brush. What?
Okay.
Yeah. Good job, Sean. Good way to be a brush aggressive. Now get that little spot right here too. Yeah, good job. All right, and then there's one more right here. And I want you to go up and get that just like this. Okay? Good. I like that aggression. Not too much, right? And there's one right here. I want you to get this. Nice. Because Mr. Bird here goes in so many different directions, we got to kind of turn the clipper around in all these different directions. This one right here. Yeah. So when we cutting somebody hair who hair pattern goes in all these different directions, we got to read the pattern. And when we read the pattern, if we going light, we're going against. If we going dark, we're going with. That means if I was cutting this hair with the grain, trying to give him waves, I would be moving in all these different crazy ways to make sure his waves pop up so his joint could be dark. Now you just gonna only do where the white line is at. Only where the white line is at. Now look, you should have a comb. Grab a comb. Inside, right there. Right here. Inside the box. Small comb. I want you to comb it down and then touch it. Now comb it. There you go. That's your motion. All right. Once you're done, you getting a rhythm for it, Mike?
Yeah.
So all we doing is developing a rhythm. That's what it's about. Develop a rhythm, y'all. Once you got a rhythm, you can just keep working. Just wash and repeat. Wash and repeat. That means do it again. Do it again. Home. Now do it all over again. This gonna make sure his cut lasts for 2 weeks. When we do that, he's gonna have a 2-week haircut. There you go. Cut a little, comb a little. Now you're not pressing too hard, are you?
No.
All right, it gotta be just right. So it can't be too hard, it can't be too soft. But the shape of it is so delicate that we can touch it just a little bit and it still will do the job. All right, because it's the shape. Now don't swipe it, just touch it and move it, just drag it a little bit like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, there you go, close. Perfect, myself. Do it again. Good job. Do it again. Perfect, that's it. That's good. You did that. Turn it on. All right. Take your finger off. Take this finger off. This one. Not the, yeah, there you go. Now rest it. Oh, rest the clipper. Put your hand on top of his head. Be careful. Be gentle. And trace the line. Don't dig too deep, okay? Gentle. Real soft, okay? Now hold up. Now do it slow. Slow. Let me see you do it really slow. Good job. Now look how you digging. You digging in the skin. Don't dig. Just do it very gentle. Yup, just like that, Sean. That's perfect. Don't dig. Softer. Softer than that. Softer. Perfect. That's perfect, Sean. That's perfect. Now look at that C cup. Now let everybody see what that C cup look like. Hold on. Let's stop. Just see what that C cup look like. Look at that. That's nice. Give me some, man. My man. So I want you to do the C cup right here. This part of the C cup. This is the first part of the C cup. That's a straight line. Oh. Finger. Yeah, I told you. Yep. Rest it right there. And then now sit it down and pull it down. Touch it and pull down, okay? Touch and pull down. Good job. Real light, gentle. Because those clippers are like razors, they're sharp. Now don't go nowhere else, nope, stay on that line, okay? And you should have a comb in your hand, right? So here, put a comb right here. Now comb, and then touch it again. Only the line. Good job. Comb it, touch it again. Good. I like that. It's good, I love. That's good. That's done. That's good. Need something. Appreciate it. I like that. I like what you're doing. I like that. That's dope. See, Jay just created a way that he feels comfortable to do it, but he's getting the job done. Yep, so bend the ear down. There you go. Create a little arc. Yeah, there you go. Just like that. That's perfect, Jay. Hey, that was dope, right? So I hope you guys got a chance to watch the video and see exactly what I seen, right? I seen young students being empowered through barbering, but they're doing something. They're being creative. They're doing something with their hands. And guys, I'm gonna give you a little backstory about the Junior Barber Academy. So first of all, I started with a passion, right? The passion for creating, the passion for cutting hair. That was my passion. Then I seen a problem. I seen a problem that I didn't have a mentor at one point, right? And so I had to learn, and it took me years to learn a process that probably could have took me, I'm teaching kids this process in like 4 to 8 weeks. But it's a process that took me many years to learn because nobody told me the steps. Nobody told me the rules. It was no book to read that I could digest at 12 years old, right? And it was nobody teaching this, and it was nobody telling me or taking me under their wing. And so what's happening inside the video is I'm taking young people under my wing, and I'm like, okay, if you're gonna try it anyway, at least try it with these rules, at least try it with these principles, at least try it with these steps. And so that's what I'm teaching them, steps. So a little backstory, I took passion, I took a problem, and then I created a small marketing tactic, right? And so the marketing tactic that I created, it was all through Instagram, through social media. And so and within 2 years, we connected to many news outlets, man, from CBS, ABC, Good Morning America, The Rachel Ray Show. We connected with news outlets like The Shade Room, WHYY. A lot of these news outlets picked up the story twice. Maybe different producers has seen it and was like, wow, we want to run this story. So within 2 years, we got all this news coverage, right? And so that's media outlet. And then influencers through social media was reposting the videos that I was posting on my social media page. And then that's social currency. So now we have the proof through social currency that is something out here existing that teaches kids how to cut hair and be creative, right? And then people like news outlets started digging into my story, like asking me, why did you do this? What will make you want to do this? And how are you doing this? And what's happening? What is your projected goal beyond this? And so we got the social proof, right? But now we're looking at how can we fund a program like this to not die, to not let it go. I don't want this program to die, right? And so my ultimate goal is to get everything that I lived that's inside my head, inside my heart, out into the public, right? To get it out, to teach it to another young person, to carry on the baton. But what if they're carrying on a baton of a 42-year-old, but they're taking it at 12 years old? What are they gonna do when they're 42? They're gonna be amazing. And that's what I see. That's my vision. I see an amazing adult that got taught something at a young age that I learned all the way in my older age. And I'm like, yo, you're gonna carry on the legacy of the program, and you're gonna be dope because you're gonna teach other people what you learn, because that's what I talk about. Community service, I talk about giving back. I always put that inside of it. I never really talk about money too much, but when we do, I talk about how to be education about money. So not just, oh, make some money and buy all the sneaks you want. Yeah, that might be something you can do, but we need to do more. We need to make an impact. We need to help people out with what we earn. And so these are all the things that I teach inside the class, guys. So I need help. I need to get the right funding to get this program out into the world. If you took the time to watch this video, I know it was 25 minutes of your life, and thank you so much for spending that 25 minutes with me, with the program that we are creating, right? I say we because we're all involved in it. We're all invested into helping out the next generation. So if you know somebody that can help me write grants, create this amazing thing that can live and can be free for parents and young people can find it, help me. please. So comment below or send me email at support@Junior Barber Academy. So that email once again is support@Junior Barber Academy. Once again, guys, my name is P.Michael. I'm the founder of the Junior Barber Academy. I love it so much. I'm passionate about it, and I love our young people, and I just want to help them. Thank you so much for watching.